Welcome back everybody, day 7. Today we're going to work with some core exercises and sequences that I teach within a class. They're not necessarily postures or typical yoga postures, but they're sequences and exercises that will help over time to strengthen shoulders, this core part of the body or the core set that wraps around from the abdominals all the way to the back of the spine. So let's get into it. So we're going to lay onto our backs. And it's kind of like a crunch that we're working with. It's going to help contract the abdominals, and we're holding this for time. When we hold it for time, it teaches the muscles to work more efficiently. So the simple one that we begin with is just a gentle lift of the feet off the floor. And what you'll feel is the abdominals here start to work, and just notice the lower back. Is the lower back arching where it's off the floor? Is there space for your hand? Can you push it back down into the floor? And that action almost tucks the tail slightly under, it tucks the hips. And then we're just feeling the abdominals. You can even place your hands there and just notice how that feels. Hopefully there's a contraction there, the muscles are working. Lower the feet. If you need, let the knees gently drop side to side. Obviously making sure we're breathing as we go in and out through the nose if that's possible. And we'll start again. So lifting the feet off the floor a few inches, making sure the lower back is touching the floor. Again, it's a little gentle curve back, even gently squeezing here or pushing the belly button down to the spine. That will contract the abdominals as well. To intensify it, your feet, lower legs, can be at right angles. And then you slowly push the feet or the knees further away from you. The more you take your legs away, it acts as a lever and creates more muscular contraction needed to support the legs. If you need to drop down, feet come down, knees dropping to the side. We'll do another step here. Feet lift up. This time, chin into the chest and the shoulders just slightly lift off the floor. Keep the shoulder blades touching. I have my palms facing up. And here again, it just adds a little bit more resistance and contraction down the throat, into the abdominals, the feet. Maybe you can have that right angles with the legs. Maybe you can push the knees further away. You're breathing as you feel this contraction. Make sure the lower back is pushing down into the floor. And then slowly lower. Feet come down, head comes down. Let the head move side to side. And let the knees gently drop side to side as well. Rolling up, knees into the chest. We're going to flip over into our tabletop shape. And here we're going to work gentle dropping down to look up and then lifting up, doming the spine. This is warming up your spine. Some teachers will call this cat-cow. Other teachers just call this the cat workout of the spine. So dropping down, lifting up. And then just gently wriggle the hips side to side. Okay, so now we're going to do shoulder push-ups. I call them shoulder push-ups because we're not actually bending the elbows like you would for a normal push-up. What we're doing is with the shoulders, letting your body drop through, shoulder blades come together. You'll feel them just shrugging there. And then push your hands into the floor, shoulder blades will come apart. And so you're gently moving up and down. And if that confuses you, all we're doing is this. Shoulders moving back, shoulders moving forward. Protraction, retraction it's called. And you're translating this to the floor. So letting the shoulders come together or shoulder blades come together and then separating. Do this a few times. Maybe you can also integrate and do some shoulder rolls. It should start to free up through those shoulder blades. Again, gently wiggle the tail. Now we're going to work another step here. So again, it's another core activator, and we're creating that shape where we're doming the spine, like we just did with the cat-cow. And with your hands, your arms are straight, elbows are locked, trying not to let the body soften or drop down. So you're pushing your hands into the floor, shoulder blades apart, tucking the toes, And then very gently, you're just shifting weight into the hands. The knees lift up and you'll feel this whole core start to work. So holding here for a few breaths, letting the body breathe, try not to struggle, lower the knees and then just wriggling again, side to side. Awesome. If you need to come off the hands, if you need to wriggle the wrist, do that. We're going to come back again and do another round. So again, cueing the body, shoulder blades together, shoulder blades apart. This is where we want to be. Dome the spine, push the hands into the floor, keeping the elbows locked, toes are tucked, lift the knees, holding here and breathing. So again, you're going to be feeling it through this abdominal region, also through the shoulders. The shoulders are trying to be strong. Again, you can hold this for 30 seconds, even longer. Slowly lower, wriggle through the shoulders, wriggle through the hips. If you need to come off the hands, give them a little bit of movement. We'll do one more. Hands are on the floor, under the shoulders, doming the spine. Push the hands down into the floor, tucking the toes. Push down as you lift the knees and hold that shape strong. Keep breathing. If you need to come down at any point, please do. And then we'll just lower there. Wriggle it out. Gently circle the wrists. So come back to hands and knees. We're going to work with a little tiger sequence as well to finish it off today. Take your left leg back. Pull the toes back to your knees. Even turn the toes out to the left. That externally rotates the leg. Lift it higher as you breathe in. Exhale the knee into the body and dome the spine like we did before. Push the hands into the floor. Inhale the leg back and up. Toes turn out. Exhale it into the body as you breathe out, doming the spine. One more. Take it back and up. Lift it up. Exhale it into the body. Hold here for 2 more breaths. Next breath in, take it back and up. Bend the knee, pull the heel to your glute and lift the knee as high as you can. Awesome. Lower it down, wriggle it out. Right side. So right leg goes back. Pull the toes back to the knee, turn the foot out to the right. Inhale that leg high. Exhale the knee into the chest, doming the spine, hands push down, elbows are straight. Inhale, leg goes back, look up even. Exhale, knee into the chest, doming the back. One more, take it back and up. Draw it forward. Pushing down, holding 2 breaths. Take that leg back and up. Bend the knee, heel pulls to the glute, raise that right knee quite high. Then lower down, wriggle through the hips, come off the hands, roll the wrists. If you need to go back to that video, the first one we did on the first day, just to strengthen the wrist. That's why it's good to continue these classes, these shorter sessions, a few times in the week. That will help build that strength and flexibility over time. So lowering back onto our backs, we'll process today's session. Hands out to the side, coming into the stillness and silence. Take a deep breath in. Side out. Maybe the arms are a bit further away from the body. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Feet are flopping to the side. Sensing the breath, making sure the face and teeth and jaw are soft, even wriggling the jaw. Today, in essence, was a lot of strength work. So in this stillness, letting all that strength release, the muscle engagement soften, the breath, the focal point, as it flows in, flows out. Notice if the glutes are on. Try to soften the glutes. Release the lower back. And just slowly bring some movement to the ankles, to the hands and wrists, stretching and lengthening along the floor. Roll to one side, push yourself up from the side, or you can bring the knees in and rock up. Well done, everybody. That was a strong session, but one that's good to revisit. So definitely come back to this again and again, 2-3 times a week, to help build that core strength, shoulder strength, as we prepare to go further in our yoga. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.